from Hertz Tribeca Trade Group, and just a real quick video on kind of a new product that we launched in the beginning of this year, which is basically just using Substack a little bit more. Substack's really nice. It allows me to kind of get out my ideas very quickly. So what I'm doing with this is previously what I was doing is just sending out like a morning note, which was just what the important index levels to watch and so on and so forth, and our out of the box scan, which is names that are breaking out of 3 different time frames, but not super extended. So basically like a breakout scan. So still doing that. But what I've decided to do is just provide a very quick midday as well as end of day note for those people who are interested in getting it. And the goal of that is to basically just give a very quick overview of the day's themes and what's going on in terms of sector rotation, whether or not it's a strong day, right? So some of the market internals like market breadth and so on and so forth. That's the one part of it. So you have that here. So when you open up this this midday note, this is what you see. First thing is I talk about breadth and whether it's, basically okay, or if it's today it's poor, but it's been improving a bit. Movers and themes, here we're basically looking for relative strength. That's a lot of how I trade. Is I'm a relative strength trader. Also at Tribeca Trade Group, what we do very well is we, find different rotations into things and out of things. And then also risk management, which I'll get into that in just a second. But just to kind of give you a sense of like what's on the radar for this week, 4-week new highs. This is where we're kind of spotting different things that are, breaking out to new highs, and not 52-week highs, but 4-week highs. So it's a little bit more momentum, but you can kind of get the themes right away from this, right? For example, since the beginning of the year, it's been all about healthcare. Now we've also seen tech come into picture the last couple of days too. But I mean, this has been all different types of healthcare, medical devices, healthcare, pharma, biotech. So, this quick scan will basically tell you, hey, what are names in the S&P that are breaking, starting to kind of break out, and great to spot for individual names is also overall sector strength. This is our 1-hour dashboard using the market web's value areas. Right, this gives you a sense of short-term market trend. And basically we're looking at this. We're looking at the S&P. We're looking at the Qs, IWM, and diamonds. You could see right now, for example, the SPY and the Qs are showing relative strength for the week. Those are the only 2 right now that are above their value area for the week. So the rest, the diamonds and IWM are not there yet. They're not breaking down, but they're just kind of in range, right? And this is where it becomes protected. So you do have to sign up to see this portion of it. Portion of this. This is my current trading positions as of midday, and again, I send them out again at the end of the day. So if you're a part-time trader, if you just can't get in front of the screens, if you kind of want a sense of what I'm doing, right, you can kind of take a look at how many trades I have on, what trades they are, they're marked to market. I use Bloomberg API to kind of give me the data for this, and whether or not I've hit targets in them today. They've got color coded, or what the new trades are for the day. I'll also color code them when I'm getting out of a trade, but it's just a very easy way to see what I'm doing, right? And then of course, like I said, you get that at the end of the day. Here's our watch list, which we start to compile every weekend, right? So and every one of those weekend setups, I'm giving you a chart too. Now that's not in this note, but it is for Tribeca Trade Group members, just so that you could see what I'm looking at. Obviously, NVIDIA top of the list, which is something that we took advantage of, and so on and so forth. You could see I've got a bunch of semi names on here, which have been showing some relative strength, so on and so forth. And what I'll do is I'll add names. You can see these are new names that I'm watching today, so that members can kind of get an idea is, if they want to get involved in one of those names, they know a trigger, which is based on volume at price, market webs levels, which is incorporating significant support and resistance level. And then every day what I do is just to give you a sense of what those big tech names are doing, right? I know everybody calls them the Magnificent Seven, but I like to add Netflix in there, so I call them the Great Eight. But regardless, just to kind of see where the strength is for the day, obviously there's one name in dark green, that's NVIDIA. NVIDIA. You've got a couple other names participating in there, right? And then here's where we really kind of break down the nitty gritty, right? I usually show one index chart, for example, the Qs today, right? That's a nice breakout yesterday of the value area. So this is a 1 hour chart breaking out of the value area and then a check back. So we know exactly, how today was going to shape up depending on whether or not this was going to hold and bounce, or if it was going to break and start to give back yesterday's gains, right? That's how the value areas really kind of give me a sense of how to make decisions based on key support and resistance. This is an updated chart because we featured NVIDIA, which was actually in this in the Substack. NVIDIA was our chart of the day on Friday. So, we had this set up and ready to go on Monday where we executed it. And then I'm just, just adding an updated chart in today's. We're looking at, I mentioned that healthcare has been very strong. Today, we're looking at medical devices, right? TMDX is a name. Now, again, it's higher risk because it's an individual name in this group, smaller cap name, but I like the strength there. And I like the strength in the overall medical devices right now, in addition to some of those other areas. Celsius is a name I was looking at this morning. I actually added it. I actually took this name. I'm not long this name any longer. Didn't like how it was acting. But the cyber group, right? Talk about how the cyber group is one of the strongest groups today. Finally woke up a little bit, but all in all, you get a sense of chart setups, and half of these trades I'm going to take them, right? So I mean, I mentioned in them like, hey, I'm long this one, I'm long this one, so you get an easy sense of that. So this is like I said, this is the midday note. The end of day note, you'll get further updates, right? And in the morning, you'll also get the out of the box scan telling you what specific names are starting to break out on multiple time frames. So right now we have a 7-day free trial for this. So if you open up the link, what you'll see is it's like cut off midway. You have to click on to start it. So what I would suggest you do, you can cancel at any time. There's no obligation, but I would try signing up for the 7 days, see if it's a value add for you, and then you can kind of go from there, because we're only charging just for these notes for $40. Now, of course, I had somebody ask me, well, I want more color on this. Well, then you can go to tribecatradegroup.com and sign up for a regular membership, which is $129 a month, which gives you access to our trading room and where you can ask me questions and see more in-depth analysis. All right, guys, thanks for watching and tuning in. See you in the trading room.